there's a lot of things to do to prepare for the sale of the house. And so here in this podcast, we want to talk about the 60 to 90 day preparation that every seller should be doing before the house gets to the market.
Welcome back to our weekly podcast, and I'm Jamil.
Ram is here.
And we are going to start with the 49er game. Ramis, I heard you went to the game.
I sure did. I went to the game.
Tell us about it.
Everything was perfect except the game. Cloudy, overcast, which is great for Levi Stadium. We sat on the guest team side, which is really saturated with sun. I mean, it's really hot when the sun is out. So luckily, yesterday it was a little bit on the cooler side, which was great. Got really great seats on the 35-yard line. Was able to see the game completely. It was fun, except 4 turnovers. I think the 49ers forgot to show up for the game. What do you think, Jamil?
Yeah, well, I watched it, with a friend, and we were just not happy with the performance, and it was just very sloppy. Yep. They could have played a lot better. I don't know where the team that played the first 3 weeks was at with the sloppiness and fumbles and interceptions, and It's like they never played football again. I bet if me and you were on the field, we could have played a little bit better than they did. So. And, I know we lost Nick Bosa last week, but, man, it was tough to watch that game.
I think Brock was a little rusty, being off for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So let's give him grace, guys, all right?
All right, let's see what we do.
Let's not look back. Let's look ahead. Thursday night, we are going up against the Rams. They're a good team. We need to show up and just let our fans see that, hey, we're in it to win.
And the message I seen yesterday after the game from all the players was they're so happy they have a Thursday game because they get to move on. And just, once you win again, they forget about it. So let's go and beat those Rams on Thursday night. And Ramis, take us in.
Speaking of coaching, so, being in real estate, we're more like coaches to sellers and buyers. We help them get ready and get prepared. And one of the things that begins to happen around the end of the year is a lot of people that are making moves begin to think about selling their home during the springtime. Come February, late January, inventory begins to come on. People are making their moves. If they're moving out of the area, if they're upgrading their home, they want a bigger home, or they're downsizing, upsizing. There's a lot of things to do to prepare for the sale of the house. And so here in this podcast, we want to talk about the 60 to 90 day preparation that every seller should be doing before the house gets to the market. One of the craziest things could happen is you can say, hey, listen, I'm moving and I need to get it on the market today. But there's things you can do 30 to 60 days out that will make your process much easier and less stressful. What do you think, Jamil?
I think you're right, and that's what we typically ask for. Not that we can't do it any sooner, but we want to have that time to do inspections. You want to declutter your home. Obviously, you got to meet with your agent, decide on what update to do.
Right.
And you got to have a plan in place. And hiring people that have done it time and time again can really make that transition much easier for you.
Right.
So
get
plan
organized.
ahead.
Get organized.
And plan ahead. 60 to 90 days out, if possible. It could happen sooner, but definitely, you want at least 60 days.
Yeah. So one of the things we want to talk about is completing repairs and improvements, which could take you a couple months. So a lot of times, people have been living their home, they're comfortable, they've been there, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years. There's some things that have been neglected. So how about a fresh coat of paint? You got to look at the house. Maybe you haven't painted in 10 years. Painting is the simplest and easiest thing to upgrade your home and give it that fresh look.
Painting does wonders. Honestly, it just gives it a fresh, clean look. All the scuffs can be fixed. and all the, different marks that were made by the kids or you ran into the wall, those get removed, and people can really feel that it's clean and new when the
Right.
house is painted. We see a huge difference.
Right. And also, one of the things that most people don't realize is kitchen cabinets. You know, the little nicks in the cabinets that annoy you, that will annoy a buyer.
Well, yeah, because
Nobody wants to buy a $2 million home, $1.5 million, and have these little nicks.
you took the words right out of my mouth, man. $2 million, $3 million, and you got nicks on the cabinets.
Yes.
Who wants to buy that? They're going to complain, and in the end of the day, it's going to cost you more money because they're going to ask to drop the price.
Right.
They're going to say, well, I got to change the cabinets, or I don't like them, or whatever. So presenting a clean look as far as paint and cabinets paint, we really advise of that.
How about carpet? Maybe your carpet has rolls in it. It lost its strength. It needs to be re-stretched, re-cleaned. Or maybe you need new carpet because you got all kinds of stains all over it. So that has to be decided too. These things are very simple, but they will net you the most money in return.
So what we do is once you give us a call, we come up with that plan for you, and we execute. We help you. We have a team of people, landscapers, carpet installers, floor people, painters, flooring cleaners, house cleaner, handyman, you name it, we have it. So we put that plan in place with you, and then we execute, and we give you a timeline. We always give room for any, hiccups that we may run across. But we have people that can do carpet, you name it, we have it. Window cleaners. So we help you get that done, and we put the plan together, complete the repairs, do a deep cleaning, and we slap it on the market. Get some pictures, some video.
So that's kind of like the final days.
Yep.
Maybe 30 days out, we start the final days of organizing the stager to come in, to look at furniture that needs to be pulled out, what needs to come in, that final setup, getting your disclosures done. Some paperwork has to be filled out by you as a seller, disclosing anything that you know about the house. So we will take you through the process. And one of the biggest things that really annoy me when I'm working with a buyer and I walk up to a house and the front yard is in shambles. They never cut the grass, they never put fresh mulch. And the worst part is a dirty front door. You got to give a fresh, clean look to the front door. That's where people are getting their first impression. They pull up to the curb, they look at your grass, they look at your flowers, they look at your front door. If it's dirty, if it hasn't been power washed or given a fresh coat of paint, that really speaks a lot. So we make sure that every detail is addressed and the house looks great. It's kind of like what we say about Jamil, the bride on her wedding day.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're gonna sell your house, right, you have to look at the buyers. They are the judges. They are judging your house as soon as they drive up to it. And so sellers have to make sure they look good. You don't want to look bad, so you got to get the front done. The curb appeal is important. It's the first impression. Make sure the house is clean, right? All these little details that's gonna, in the end of the day, when you sign on the dotted line, you're gonna get more money. And that's what you need to look at as your bottom line. What is your return on investment for keeping it clean? Well, the way you present it is what you're gonna get from the buyer, right? If you don't present it right, then buyers will not pay.
Right.
If it's presented clean and nice and modern, people are gonna pay top dollar for that.
There's things that we cannot change about the house, like the direction of the front door and simple things like that, the layout, but everything else we address.
Well, we can't change the location of it.
Can't change
right?
the location.
You can't change if there's a busy street behind you.
Yeah.
So
the great thing, we have written a book about this,
Yeah.
The Strategic Seller. So if you want more information, you want to dive into all the stuff in a deeper way, just comment below and we'll send you a book. And we have a seller's guide that is ready to take you step by step. Part of it is educating yourself on knowing how we do things, how we get the house ready. That will help you to know your next step.
all right. I think
That's it.
wrap it up. Have a good day.
Go Niners.
Let's go. Keep those Rams.